Well, today is Subaru Garden Days until 3 o'clock, and I am with one of the participants. I'm with Lori from the Oregon Orchid Society. And so, Lori, we've never had a Orchid Society come to one of our events, and so what are you going to do? What's going to go on?
Well, I'm pretty excited. We have a couple of speakers that are going to come in and talk about repotting, and we also have a mounting speaker as well that's going to come in and talk about mounting orchids on cork and different kinds of bark.
Very cool.
And so there'll be a whole nother presentation with regard to that.
But you're going to show us something that's really cool. I just think this is so radical because I've never done this before with orchids. So show us what this new kind of procedure, a new way to demonstrate having orchids in your home.
Sure. Well, this is really a nice way for people growing orchids in the home, because a lot of times orchids die because people overwater, underwater, and just don't really know quite how to take it in Oregon's weather. So I've been playing around with this, and I have a few examples here of a Phalaenopsis that I just did this a month ago, and if you look closely you can already see that there's been some new growth that's already coming out. So I'm just going to show you a couple different examples. Here's a phale, and here's one that just finished up, which is a Maxillaria tenuifolia, which smells like coconut. It's wonderful, and we will have some of these for sale at the show.
And so talk a little bit about what the medium is in these jars.
Well, basically I'm going to actually do a demonstration here where I'm going to use clay. These clay balls right here hold moisture, and so those make a really nice base. And then I'll show you from there. But before we go there, I just wanted to show you that this is a Papelia, and this has been in here for 2 years, and just today I noticed that here's a spike coming. So cool. Again, I want to stress that by watering this once a month, maybe even once every 2 months, it's pretty trouble-free. It's like a terrarium, so there's nothing that is going to be leaking out or anything, and you can go on vacation and you can leave and you can not have to be taking such radical care of your orchids this way.
That is amazing.
This one just finished, and I didn't want to cut off the spikes because, again, to show you how floriferous it was. And again, this one has been in here for about 2 years, but again, look how fun this is. Just something I picked up at a garage sale and actually potted it up here, and it's just so fun. And not only is it a great way to grow in Oregon, it also is kind of attractive.
It is. It's so different on your table.
Yeah,
container.
Exactly. This has been in bloom since November.
Look at
and
that.
It's just finishing up. So I'm going to show you, and this has been in here for a couple of years too. Another orchid that, again, you can have some fun with pots and really decorate, and so when they're not in bloom, they're also lovely.
Exactly. Okay.
So let me show you real quick how to do this.
So really, it's a vase.
It's a vase.
Use a vase.
Yep.
Okay.
And everybody seems to have lots of these laying around.
Of course.
So I just take some of this sponge or this clay, these balls, and I put them in here in the base.
And you could probably get these online or at wherever kind of flower shops.
You can even decorate with you can even decorate, you know, if you want to how creative that you want to be, you know, and just make it as artistic as you want it to be. And then,
so you want to fill it up maybe 3/4?
I would say a good halfway through. And again, that really retains the liquid.
Okay.
Then we're going to take our plant that's a lot of times to use an expired one that's already bloomed and everything, because that's going to be the best time to do it. It also gives you a chance to look at the roots, see if there's anything that's kind of plumb, that's dead. I kind of just give a quick little pull, and anything that is dead then comes right off.
Okay.
And then we take our bark.
Sure. Okay, so you just still want to use bark mulch?
Yes,
orchid bark.
And sometimes you can put sphagnum moss in between as well.
Okay.
And again, just get this down in here.
And so you fill that rest
and
this
is soaked bark that I've put perlite in there.
Okay.
So I'll mix a little bit of charcoal with the bark. And then you just kind of plant it in there, and all really this is doing is holding it in place so it doesn't fall over, kind of making it feel that it's nice and firm and happy in there.
And then you going to fill this up with water?
Well, we're going to fill it halfway with water.
Okay.
So basically, we're going to take the water here.
Okay.
And you can just look down here, and when it's about halfway full,
And so the roots will kind of go down.
They'll reach.
They'll
reach down there and they'll get
Perfect.
what they want.
Excellent. And then what kind of light do you put that in?
Well, I like morning sun. Put it in like a morning window in the morning sun, and sit back and just let it do its thing. And it's really, again, keep that water about halfway through, and it's pretty problematic.
Oh my gosh, radical, new kind of technique to growing orchids. And so Lori, tell us about what's going to go on today again.
We're going to have some speaking engagements on repotting as well as mounting orchids. You can bring your plants down and we can look at them. The plant doctor will be there to look at them and we can help you with that. And we'd also love to invite you to be a participant in the Oregon Orchid Society and participate in our Zoom meetings where we have some great speakers.
Oh, that is great. And then there might be another group of people. The Cherry City Orchid Society is maybe becoming. So really all this brain power about orchids. So please go to gardentime.tv and you can get all the information about all the orchids from their website, and also to come to Subaru Garden Days. Thank you so much.
Thank you.